I've shared some baby products that I think are overhyped, but today I want to share my must-have baby products. So these are things that we used almost every day that we want to keep again for a future baby, maybe are still using now, or we just really thought were star products. I'm going to mostly be focusing that 0 to 6 month range of products. I might do another video that's like 6 to 12 months because now she's eating solids. So I feel like there's like a whole new world of things that she needs. But in those first 6 months, these were products that really stood out to us as must-have products. Okay, let's just jump right into it with the first thing being my breastfeeding pillow. So I feel like you need just like a comfy, good breastfeeding spot, and something that was really important to me was this breastfeeding pillow. I still use it to this day with my 10-month-old, mostly at night, but if I'm ever feeding her up in the nursery in her rocking chair, I'm using this pillow. I didn't like the ones that like buckle around behind you just because I get a little bit claustrophobic and I didn't think I was gonna like something being attached to me like that. But then I also didn't like the boppy that was like wide the whole way around because I didn't feel like it fit nicely in around my waist. So I know this one's a bit more expensive, but I think it fits so nicely around. You can like even have the ends behind your back and get like some side support, or yeah, I thought that it was going to be one of those overhyped products that people were just talking about, but I really like this breastfeeding pillow and would highly recommend to anyone that is looking for one to check this one out. Okay, let's get some of the nursing breastfeeding things out of the way because we've already talked about the nursing pillow. One of the other things that I could not have survived our breastfeeding journey without was a nipple shield. So I'll post a little picture here, and I just wanted to mention it because it is the reason we were able to breastfeed. She couldn't latch. We struggled a lot for those first 5 weeks, 5-6 weeks. And I feel like people are scared to use the nipple shield, or they're scared to have an issue or a problem. But I would just recommend, if you can, see a lactation consultant. Don't be scared of the nipple shield. I was always actively trying to wean off of it. So I don't think you should be using a nipple shield forever. Also, it's just not convenient because you have to wash them all the time. But if you feel like you could benefit from one, look into it and definitely reach out to a doctor or a lactation consultant or a nurse that can help you use it if that is something that you want to try. I ended up purchasing 5 of them because I was using them for every single feed, and that would let me go through the night without having to stop, clean, and sanitize them. And it was so nice to not have to worry about washing and sanitizing them throughout the night. So I'd highly recommend, if you can, get a couple extra sets just to have at least for overnight feeding. By 6 weeks, we didn't need them anymore. And it's gone great since then, but we definitely wouldn't be where we are now without those nipple shields. The next thing is an extra large flannel receiving blanket. So I use these for everything. Someone did make them for us, so I don't know if you can for sure get them this large, but anything like this, even like one of those muslin like swaddles probably would work too. But I used this as almost like, we used it with every single breastfeeding session, like an apron. So I would like tuck it over myself and then tuck it over the nursing pillow and lay her kind of in here. And it just kept everything nice and clean because everything was super messy when we were breastfeeding. So I really like this to keep everyone clean. I could use it and then put it in the laundry and just wash it. We also used it to swaddle her in the bath the first couple times she had a bath. It was super nice for that. And we just really did like these extra large flannel swaddles. So I would highly recommend them as well. Another thing, I don't know if it's necessarily nursing related, but it's spit up related, burp cloths. I know everyone talks about these muslin burp cloths from Amazon, and I was like, do we really need them? Will we really use them? We used so many. Like, we went through like 4 or 5 a day. So I would recommend stocking up on them a bit. I think we have too many. I think we have like 20 of them, but like maybe 10. Like, we don't really use them anymore, so that's why I'm saying like you probably don't want too many. But when we were using them up until like 5 or 6 months, we always had them out because she just spat up and she needed to be wiped. Or again, I was saying like breastfeeding was messy, so this was helpful. You do need the burp cloth, even though I didn't want to need the burp cloth. Let's move into a couple, it's like, I guess, health wellness-y things. The first being this nail file kit. So I have tried to use nail clippers. I thought these nail file kits, I'm like, would we really use that? Like, would you only use it a little bit? I use this thing all the time. I have tried to use the nail clippers and I just can't do it. I'm so scared I'm gonna accidentally like clip her finger or something. Where this, it is super gentle. We use it like at least every other week. Their nails grow super fast, and it just, she does really well with it. She just sits in my lap, you go boop, 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 do all of her fingernails, done, easy, no fuss, and I'm not worried I'm gonna cut a finger off. But yeah, so it's just like little file, like look how it's so gentle. I could file my own nails with it, but it's just super gentle. Yeah, if you don't think you need it, I would recommend otherwise. This next item I almost put on my overhyped baby products list because everyone says that you need this on your registry. Everyone's like, it's an absolute necessity, put it on your registry, and we didn't use it. Our baby's almost 10 months old. We hadn't used it. I was like, oh, like how necessary would this be? Well, then my baby got sick. She got her first cold, and this NoseFrida nasal aspirator is the reason she could eat. So it was so sad because her nose was so stuffy, so she couldn't nurse because they need to be able to breathe through their nose to be able to nurse. So we had to use this every time before she would eat, and it made such a difference. I would recommend it because when you need it, you really want it and you really need it. But I know it kind of feels wasteful sitting in your drawer, making sure you have it when you're not using it, which be lucky, be happy that you're not having to use it. But once your baby is sick and you do need it, you're gonna wanna have it. So I would definitely recommend purchasing it, setting it aside in your little first aid kit or your little health kit, and just keeping it ready for the day that you do need it. Okay, next I want to talk about some of my absolute favorite diapering products, starting with our Skip Hop wipeable changing mat. We decided to go with this one versus the Kikuru Peanut, mostly just because of the price. Like, I just couldn't pay that much, and this was like half the price, and I think it has worked great. It's soft, squishy, comfortable. She enjoys getting changed on it. Like, it works great. It's wipeable, easy to clean. So I would recommend, if you are considering both, I would definitely recommend the Skip Hop changing pad. It does come with like a mobile too that like has like toys on it and stuff. We've never really used it. I personally felt like it just got in the way, but it's optional. You don't have to put it on. It has the straps. We did opt to use this like matte little cover, just because one thing with a wipeable mat that you don't think about, you're like, oh, it can wipe clean. But when they pee on a wipeable mat, that pee just goes everywhere. There's nothing to contain it. So we did opt to get like just like a little 3-pack of the Munchkin waterproof liners, and it just helps if she does happen to pee on the mat, just helps contain the pee to a mat, and we can just throw it in the washer. It doesn't happen near as much now that she's bigger, but I did find these quite handy, and now we just always have one on the mat, change it every week or so if it doesn't get dirty, and it has been really great. We have really loved this changing mat. The next two things are the actual diapers and wipes that we use and really love. I have tried quite a few different brands. We've tried for diapers, we've tried Rascals and Friends, Huggies, Pampers, Kirkland, and then also Millie Moon. And Millie Moon is what we landed on. We just felt like, we know they're a little bit more expensive, but I feel like the price has been so worth it. They're super soft, super absorbent. She doesn't really get leaks and blowouts in them like she did in other diapers, and they just fit her really well. I do think diapers are a little bit subjective to each baby, so you kind of have to try a few to figure out what diapers fit your baby and which ones you like and use. But highly recommend Millie Moon because we have really enjoyed them. She never gets rashes in them. She's gotten rashes in some other diapers, and they've just worked really well for us. And then also a tip for diapers, if no one's told you, size up a diaper overnight. It just helps if they're leaking at all overnight, just size up. Everyone said that to me. If she was leaking through diapers, you just size up. So she's actually in like a diaper size that's too big for her weight, but if she was leaking in the one smaller, we sized up and that issue went away, and these ones fit her great. So there's your diapering tip. If they're leaking, size up, and size up for your overnight diaper, and it has worked great for us. The wipe brand we like using the most are the Honest wipes. We've tried quite a few wipes as well, particularly Huggies, Millie Moon, Pampers, Kirkland, same kind of deal as the diapers, but these ones across the board have been our favorite. And as an added bonus, they are super cute. So we really like the packaging of the Honest wipes, but then also just the wipes themselves. They're like a really good size. They're quite a large wipe. They're super strong. Like I felt like other wipes, you barely pull them and they would fall apart, but like I'm really pulling that wipe and it is staying together. They have like a really nice texture to them. They don't smell funny. They work really well. She doesn't get any rashes from them. They have worked really well for us and we will probably continue to use them because they've been our favorite wipes, and why mess with a good thing? Next, I'm going to talk about two products that I don't have with me because they are in the nursery, but I will get clips of them a little bit later. She's taking a nap, so they have to stay up there. But one is a rocking chair, or a comfortable chair to sit in her nursery or somewhere that is quiet. We spent probably her first 3 to 4 months taking shifts sitting in that chair. It has been amazing. It was the one thing my husband, when I asked him, I was like, so what are some of the must-have baby products that you could think of? He said the rocking chair was his number one. So if you're on the fence and you're like, I don't really need a rocking chair, but you could afford it, get the rocking chair. It is life-changing and it is so amazing when she's crying or sad in the middle of the night to just have somewhere that you can sit and be calm with her. It's just really amazing. So highly recommend a rocking chair. The next thing, everyone talks about the seat, but I'm just here to confirm that you probably need the bath seat. We didn't do an actual baby bath. We just got the Angel Care bath seat, and that's what she started with. That's what she was in probably a few months past when she was still supposed to be sitting in the bath seat. But we love that thing. She used it for every single bath. She was super comfortable in it. We could like swaddle her up in it too when she was really little, and she could sit on it with being wrapped up and warm. Yeah, so we really like the bath seat. I know everyone talks about it, but it is, in my opinion, definitely a must-have, and it was nice to just have her in our normal bath. We didn't have to empty anything. We didn't have to clean something extra. We could just drain that bath and go on. We also like have like a little pour to pour water over her while she's in the bath seat, but I would recommend this bath seat for sure. Let's talk about some of the fun things, some of the baby clothes. So these are like my must-have baby clothes products. The first things are the sleepers, the pajamas, the jammies, the little footed sleepers. These are what she lived in for honestly probably the first 4 or 5 months. So this one specifically is from Carter's, and it's super stretchy. It's like their super stretch soft knit something fabric, but it is so soft and it's so comfortable. It's held up really well. It has a double zipper, so it's got the one zipper that goes down and the one zipper that goes up from the foot, so it makes diaper changes super easy. It has feet, and most importantly, it has little hands that turn into mittens, so you don't have to have mittens. You just can put their little hands in this, and then when they wake up, you can pop this out and their little hands can come out. So these were by far our favorite zippers when she was like really, our favorite sleepers when she was like really little. And then as she got bigger, we got her these ribbed ones from Old Navy. Exact same style. The double way zipper has feet, has the little hands so you can cover up their hands at night. And this one also super stretchy, super comfortable, super good price. Like you can get them as low as like $6-7 each sleeper. So I would highly recommend these Old Navy ribbed sleepers. She really enjoyed them. They're super comfortable. She's grown out of them now, and it makes me so sad because they come in the cutest colors. And please, Old Navy, start making them for bigger babies because they only go to 9 months, and it was devastating the day that she grew out of these sleepers. Next, one of my highlight clothing pieces that she has used through every single size are these specific Lulu Lollipop pants. She has them in every size. I think this one's this is her little one, her 0 to 3 month. Yeah, so these are her little 0 to 3 month ones. They're, again, super stretchy, super comfortable. They fit her so well. Like they have like it's a little jogger style. So it's got like the tighter at the bottom, nice waistband. I wish that they would bring back this flat waistband again. They did upgrade it and now it's like this waistband, but beside the point, these are her favorite pants. She has them in every size. This is her current size, her 6 to 12 month. Again, stretchy, soft, comfortable. They wash super well. This is like all that she wears are these pants. We put her in a onesie, we throw a pair of these pants on, and away she goes. So we have like 3 or 4 in every size, and I cannot recommend the Lulu Lollipop. Honestly, they're just like everything from their brand is great. I really love their pants. She sleeps in one of their sleep sacks. It's like the cutest thing. Actually, let me go grab her current sleep sack. I just washed it and it's hung up, and it is just the cutest print. So let me go grab that and show that to you. How cute is that print? She has had this sleep sack in this print in every size that she's been in a sleep sack. So we first got the 0 to 6. Now I think this is the 6 to 18 month. And then she does have one that's like 18 to 32 months. But I just am in love with this print. Again, Lulu Lollipop, it's a Canadian brand. I love all of their stuff. Yeah, can't recommend them enough. The next item is gonna be my #1 recommendation baby product. If you are in search of a carrier, I am in love with this baby carrier. We've been using it since she was about like 5 or 6 weeks old. We started with a wrap stretchy carrier when she was like really little. And then as soon as she fit in this, we just haven't stopped. And she loves it. I love it. I find it really comfortable. It's soft, it's cute. She really loves being in it. She really likes being in a carrier. She's definitely a carrier baby. And so we use this all the time. Anytime we go shopping, it's really nice for me to be hands-free, and she's super comfortable in it. And again, just the pattern is super cute. It's super soft. It feels like such great quality, and I find it really easy for me to take on and off on my own, and put her in it without any help. So that's a definite bonus for me, and I would highly recommend this if you are in the market for a carrier. That's all I have for my must-have baby products, and I will see you next time.